It's a first reaction is what we're about to have happen here. So I'm a little nervous because I don't know what to expect. I have tissue because who knows? Let's dive in. Let's see what they got. I'm so nervous. Okay. First Instagram post, April 6th, 2015. So it says here, you guys can probably see it pretty well, but thank you all for your support. This nonprofit is going to bring much needed change in the music scene we all love so much. Here I will provide you with updates on where we are in the process of becoming a nonprofit, as well as continued information about how you can be involved. Okay, what I love about this is that our initial goal was to only serve the music scene. I remember having conversations with multiple people that said, I don't really know what that means, but since I don't know what that means, maybe I can't be a part of the program. And I was like, wait. No, that like technically we can serve anybody, and obviously it's a peer-to-peer program. And over the years, we have kind of found our niche place that we exist and where we serve well. But I just love to see that because I totally forgot that was 100% the most important part. And obviously, we still absolutely love and adore the music scene and want every single person who is a part of the music scene to be involved. But we do serve beyond that as well, which is super exciting. All right, program now in Tennessee, Florida, and Arizona. We became incorporated a year and 6 months because this is 2016 now. So we were so excited to be able to expand. And I remember we obviously had the pilot in Tennessee because that's where me and Matthew live. Every single time we got to open up in a new state, we were just so excited and we were just like, wait for it to pop off. And it was always a pretty slow start every time we open a new state, but so fun nonetheless. And it's crazy to think that 5 years ago, we were in just 3 states and now we're nationwide. And nationwide was going to be the plan of action and for like our 10-year plan. And we're 6 now. So crazy to see the growth when you only know what's directly in front of you, right? So, all right, what's next? First, Just Love, October 18th, 2017. All right, so this was actually a really fun event, and we kind of fibbed our way through it, and you guys are going to get the inside scoop now. We decided to put on an event that was in person, but also recorded live or live stream, if you will. We made it seem on the live stream like a way bigger deal than what it actually was. And what we ended up doing was having just like our closest friends be present. I'm pretty sure we made cinnamon rolls, which I feel like is such a weird random thing to make for like a group of our friends. And so we're like, hey, like you guys come over, listen to these incredibly talented people, eat some cinnamon rolls. I don't know. It was so crazy. On the live stream, because my friends are so incredible, it seemed as if we had this massive crowd and we literally probably had like 8 people in lawn chairs outside. And this is like a little breezeway at my friend Amanda's house. And all of these incredible women crushed it that night. Like I just was blown away. I literally have full body goosebumps right now telling this story because I remember hearing every single one of them sing. And I was like, you're seriously so incredible. This was just so much fun and so successful too. So thank you to everybody who is watching this and actually participated in this because it was absolutely amazing. And again, these ladies are so incredibly talented. I'm so thankful for them. Expand into all 50 states, February 1st, 2019. So February 1st, 2019 would have put us at not even 4 yet, 3.5. Is that right? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, dang. So 3.5 years we expanded into all 50 states. And the way that we did that was because of e-matches, which is the majority of our matches now. And I do feel like that was so guided by the Lord because I never wanted to do e-matches. I didn't love the idea that it could cause people to like maybe disregard the fact that they should have like FaceTime calls or Zoom calls or whatnot and have more of a connection than just having like a texting buddy for a year. We went out on a limb and we made it happen because we had actually one scenario where we had somebody in this really rural area and I kept looking for a mentor for them. Just time and time again, I could not find anybody. And it was that they lived in this retirement community. That's what I want to say. And so finding somebody within their same age, because that's what we do is peer-to-peer mentoring, it was impossible. And so we're like, okay, what if we just do an e-match and see how it goes? And they were the first e-match. It was super successful and we had great statistics to just run with it. And again, if we did not do that, I think COVID would have really impacted a lot of our matches or our opportunity to continue to grow throughout COVID and serve people the way that we all needed big time last year. And because we had e-matches, we're like, great, we're just fully e-matches. It's so cool to think that we wanted to expand all 50 states at our 10-year mark, and we did it in 3.5 years. So again, all thanks to my team because they are just pure magic. But BTS 2.0. All right. So this was actually a really exciting time for us because we found ourselves. I feel like BTS 2.0 is basically us figuring out what we do well. But Beneath the Skin 2.0, long story short, is just was the time that we came into our own. We made some really big changes within Beneath the Skin, who we were serving, how we were going to communicate that. We had all new branding. We just kind of relaunched ourselves and kind of grew up. We felt like we went from teenagers to adults, if you will, with BTS 2.0. And again, big thank you to my team because that was a very big launch and it went over really well, and we have a much better program because of it. These two, Carrie and Aria, we were looking for a match that just embodied Beneath the Skin. Just had this great example of what a match can look like. And I mean, like, look at this hug. Like, this is a perfect example of, and this is real, like, this is genuine joy. I have goosebumps again. I haven't had to use my tissue yet, but so these two were any match. So they had never met each other in person, but they just hit it off and they were able to just connect on the things that connected them. And they were able to find beauty and acceptance in the things that were different about one another. And they just fully accepted each other and loved each other. And so we wanted to celebrate them by bringing them to Nashville to let them meet each other for the first time. We recorded the whole thing. They were such troopers. All of us were in tears the entire weekend. Like the magic to experience a match who has been friends and they were coming up to their graduation date. So they had been friends for almost a year through Beneath the Skin. They would have never met each other without Beneath the Skin. And that's just mind blowing to me. And to see how positively their lives had been impacted by their involvement with BTS at the same time because they got to meet each other and do life together and lift one another up. And that's one thing that I love most about their specific match is that we actually utilized this understanding for BTS 2.0 of their relationship. Like it created this opportunity for us to say, hey, this isn't an authoritative role. This is like the mentor. Sure, there's some levels where the mentor is going to like guide you to a certain extent, aka like make sure we're talking consistently, be the one to reach out, just make sure that things are kind of moving forward. Carrie was having some tough times and Aria completely would flip the roles and support her. And it was just such a beautiful friendship. And they are still extremely close to this day. This was a very, very special time. We actually flew them to Nashville right before. I know that April 22nd, I think, is when we posted this, but we flew them to Nashville the beginning of March, I believe. So it was right before COVID hit. And I'm so glad we did because this was just such an incredible moment for Beneath the Skin and so beautiful to see and to share with other people what our Beneath the Skin relationships can look like. So, all right, we're coming to a close here.
I did not win the Battle of the Spouses. So we are here, and we have a friend who is a licensed tattoo artist. Everything is sterile and set up correctly. Not looking forward to it. Let's hope I don't end up with the worst tattoo on my body. Y'all did me dirty, but thanks for the donations. It's for a good cause. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
I hated it.
The little picture of Maverick, I literally can't. Okay, so Battle of the Spouses is actually so fun for us. Oh my gosh, Matthew and I love it. We look forward to it every year. This year decided that we would tattoo. So one year we tattooed our names on each other's wrists, and we actually both did it. So here's mine, says Matthew. And the reason why we both did it is because we practically tied. The next year we did our logos. So if he lost, he would have to get the Beneath the Skin logo tattooed on him by a professional. And if I lost, I'd have to get the Memphis Mayfire logo tattooed. And he lost. So he has a Beneath the Skin logo tattooed on his ankle, I believe. And then this past year, we did it where, since we have a friend who's a licensed tattoo artist and could make sure that we were sterile and safe and everything, we were like, what if we tattoo each other? Whoever wins has to tattoo a picture of Maverick, our dog, on the other person. And I won. So Matthew got a tattoo of Maverick on his upper thigh on the backside. And oh my gosh, it's so cute. It literally looks just like him. I'm really proud of my tattoo skills. It's actually not that great, but super fun. And honestly, again, a huge shout out and thank you to everybody who participates during the Battle of Spouses. Because again, not only is it so much fun, and I hope that you guys have fun as well, but it's just a great way to just like end the year strong, have some good donation opportunity for us to fundraise, and love that so much. All right. What's next for BTS? Goodness, that's a loaded question. Man, I just honestly, so much. I think the biggest thing is that we're just really focused on the program. We do this for the women involved. What I love about my team is that they are always program minded. So mission minded, but program minded. They're always like, how can we better the program? How can we make this a better experience for people involved? How can we encourage people to stay more connected throughout their entire year being matched together? I would say what's next for BTS is really just to continue to better our program. You are why we do what we do and why we work so hard every day to make sure that everything is getting better and better. Anyways, thank you to my team for putting this together. Just being able to go through the genesis of Beneath the Skin was so fun for me too. So again, thank you team for putting this together. What a fun way for us to celebrate 6 years. Happy golden birthday, Beneath the Skin. And a big thank you to all of you who are constantly involved in loving us so well year after year.